Oh, it's
There we
live.
go.
Okay, I'm so
Okay,
glad.
hi everybody.
Hi. Hello.
This land. Hey everybody.
Hi, peoples of this land.
Hi.
Hi.
This is exciting.
I'm gonna go look up this live stream. Can I be the person who asks the questions if there is questions?
Sure, if you want to be.
Okay.
All right. So this is the lovely cast of Remembrance. Everybody.
Hi.
Okay, let me introduce you all. Okay, so we got turning brownies.
Don't forget to here.
Yes, brownies.
who plays Discord. We have the wonderful Serena, who is a wonderful artist. We have Silver Squirrels, who
Hi.
plays the singing voice of Rarity.
Yay.
We have Mad Artist, who is another wonderful artist.
Yay.
Woo! We have Lightning Squirrel, who plays Galaxy Star.
Hello.
Yes, and we have Ice Gaze, who is the singing voice of Twilight.
Hi.
And we have I don't know how to say. I'm gonna mess it up. We have Hidadi, who is another artist. Hidadi, yep, who is another artist. Done.
Ice Gaze and I are the only one we're just the singing people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, you know, singing is bae, so.
Do you speak Spanish? No, I don't. I know hola, adios, and how to count from 1 to 10.
I take Spanish, but I don't learn anything.
I took 2 years of Spanish, but I don't remember anything from it. So
It sounds like me when I did Greek.
So that's it.
I don't speak Spanish. I do try speaking Japanese though every now and then, but I still gotta learn a lot.
No,
I really want to learn
español.
Japanese.
Me too.
Japanese is awesome.
It's so cute. Kawaii. It's so kawaii.
I agree that I still got a lot to learn considering the fact I have trouble learning my own language, so.
Yeah.
True.
Oh god. YouTube, stop derping. Thank
Oh
you.
my gosh. What Remembrance? That's.
But what?
Oh my. So, this is my first time talking to some of you guys. That's exciting. Yay.
The hell's that?
Except Silver and Ice Gaze.
What? Yeah. We talk.
Yeah.
Because
Be
we're bae.
excited.
But I asked
Yeah.
you to answer it all, basically.
What?
People are just like asking me questions that I.
Okay.
I love how Silver, you're just answering everything.
Speak English.
I'm gonna make you a moderator.
Can I join?
You're welcome.
Neon, but
Always that.
when is the first episode gonna be?
Oh god.
I don't know, man.
Kind of hard to say at this point.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to say, but some of the artists said they're going to be done by the end of February, so not before then. Not before then.
I don't think I'll be able to start my artwork until May, so yeah, it probably, depending on like everyone's process, well, I don't want to say anything because I don't want to get people's hopes high, and then Ash would have to blame me.
I'm going to blame you so much.
I think on my end, I am going to try to aim to get my part done by February, by the end of February.
Yeah.
Thanks, go for the delay.
Probably,
Ashley
like,
hates doing BPFFs.
I'm gonna be so busy for the next few months. Oh my god.
Me too.
I'm gonna go to America next month, so.
I have midterms coming up, like next week.
Oh
I
man.
have a test.
That's basically what midterms are.
I am not in high school.
Except they're long tests.
So, Ashley, you should tell us what's Remembrance gonna be like.
what's it going to be like?
Yeah.
It's gonna be very feelsy. There's gonna be lots of feels going on.
Love feelsy.
Feels.
Just get a bowl of Filios on the side.
It's literally, yeah. You better sign your permission slips for the feels trip because it's coming, guys.
Yay!
Where can I get the permission slip?
You gotta have it because it's gonna be interesting. Why are people Skyping me?
Don't worry, it's free.
Let it go.
You just click the link. Is what you do. Okay, there you go.
Why are people not looking at the link? God damn it!
I don't know.
Why you do this? I do not understand. Being weird at this point.
We're all like, how old are you? I'm like, I'm an 8.
I'm 20.
I'm 15.
I'm
20.
15 as well. Cool.
And looks like I'm the oldest again. 24.
Wait, did someone say 24? Because I'm actually turning 24 in a matter of 2 months.
Someone's close to me. Yay! I'm not truly the eldest.
It feels so nice not to be the oldest.
You are old.
So young. Am I the only 13-year-old here?
I think so. Unfortunately,
I was
sorry.
13 2 years ago.
Oh, that was 10 years ago.
Oh. 2 years ago.
Too long.
Even though I'm 20 and I'm not the oldest, but I still feel old.
So when is Remembrance coming out?
Didn't we just go over that?
Yeah,
we did.
exactly.
Hey, maybe they weren't there for that.
It's unsure yet, but as soon as I get some art, probably at the end of February, I'm gonna do a preview. So as soon as I get some sort of artwork, I'm gonna put all the stuff together and do a preview for you guys. So yeah, but no rush.
As of now, it's we're not sure as to when the episode's going to be released, so we'll just see what happens. Just bear with us, people. We'll make it amazing.
I should totally
these-
work on the art right now.
You cannot
Are you gonna add more than? Wait, what? Are you going to add more that are your PFFs?
What?
I'm only gonna add people who are in the cast. So hey Taylor.
Hey!
Hello.
Who? What? Where? Why?
What?
Oh, hi.
Another person. Peoples.
Hey, Cora Zone! Hi Cora, how's it going? Hey Cora. Totally just saying what I type, but it's okay.
Oh, somebody just left.
Yeah, where'd he go?
Hi, Cora.
Who
He
died?
left us out there. He's
No.
so petty.
I gotta say though, some of these Skype chats we have are they're very interesting.
You're telling me. Then again, I'm more or less used to it at this point after being around so many weird people. Not too.
I may have hit a button.
Oh God! But hey, it keeps it makes the days interesting. So
Yeah, it's really interesting, especially with the Dorito-ness.
indeed.
Yes.
So much Dorito-ness.
Chat is around one day. Turn into
One
Dorito.
here. You guys questions.
Who's your favorite character, do you?
What?
Reading the comments in the chat.
Yeah, I'm reading the comment too, so.
No, but that question
Okay,
doesn't
some questions. Who's your favorite character? Do you like? I'm guessing. My favorite character is Rarity.
Luna.
Trixie.
Rarity.
Mine's
today.
tough because I like so many characters, but I think if anything, it's a tie between Fluttershy, Twilight, and Rarity. I think they're my favorite.
No, wait, my favorite character is me.
Can I upset so many people right now?
The main 6 or overall all the characters?
I'd say
Can
all
I
the
upset
characters.
so many people right
I
now?
could. Like, let's put it this way, a lot of people might get on my case about this. No, everything.
Okay.
It's a cop out. But for me, it's tied between Luna and, of course, Discord.
Yeah.
There's a reason I try to voice them.
Discord's awesome. Come on.
Discord.
How could you not love Discord?
Of course.
I know, how could you not? He's
There's so much to like.
Exactly.
NPCs.
It's not possible to hate him.
Ever since I saw Brighter Discord, I've liked Discord more and more, and
Aw.
I've really grown attached to him now. It's just, oh man.
Oh.
I'm not
I
the
didn't
only
tell
one.
Brighter Discord. Brighter Discord kind of ruined some aspects of him for me.
Really?
Oh.
But
Yes.
Discord is supposed to be chaotic, so it kind of makes sense that it's out of
It
whack.
wasn't like chaotic, it was just like the parts of the, I don't know, personal problems.
I don't know. It is really hard to write for Discord though because I'm doing like episode 2 right now, and like writing for Discord is like so challenging, man.
But
I can imagine.
Oh, don't worry though. I could just have fun with it too.
That's true. That's true.
There is a thing called improv.
Yep.
Yeah.
I can have a little fun with that. And Discord's a real fun when you get in the character. Improv kind of comes naturally.
Yeah, right?
Well, he is the spirit of chaos. It makes sense. Although nothing makes sense when it comes to him. So
Yeah.
it's a bit of a twist here.
Yeah.
Once you get into the character, you can like easily do improv.
Oh yeah.
Well, it depends on the voice actor. I suck
Wait,
at
what's that?
voice.
Lightning, I think that feedback's coming from you.
What
That was
feedback?
right, guys.
Wait.
Yeah, for me, it
Right,
depends.
guys. There's questions here saying, what is your color of your OC magic?
Sorry, I didn't say that.
My OC's magic?
Yeah.
Pink. It's pink.
Pink, dang it.
What'd you think it was?
Blue.
I don't know.
OC's blue. I thought it was.
No, it's pink.
Oh my gosh.
Not a great comment and everything. So, having too much fun with that.
Sorry to upset anyone.
Diana asks, who's your favorite out of Levi and Aaron from Attack on Titan, from what I'm guessing, anyway?
Levi. Okay, Levi.
Of course.
Levi.
I don't watch any anime.
Yeah.
You must watch-
Oh my gosh.
Anime is not my life. I have much more that I could be doing.
Anime used to be more likely to be going toward video games than it lately, but Attack on Titan is one of the anime I actually stayed clear from because I watched the first episode. I couldn't even get into it. I got bored right out of it.
Thank you. See, I don't get Attack on Titan. I don't get it.
I'm kind of.
I just don't watch anime.
I really wonder what season 2 is gonna turn out to be like in Attack on Titan. I don't know if it's gonna be as good. So.
Ashley Gamer is asking if she can make your OC into a pony toy custom.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
That'd be adorable.
Go for it. Go for
I
it.
think somebody also said, who was it? It was Corazon. They said, what would everyone like to see in season 6 of MLP?
Sunset Shimmer.
An episode just for Scootaloo and Rainbow.
Backstory.
Oh, that'd be adorable. Oh my god.
Just want Sunset Shimmer.
I don't know. One thing I've always kind of wanted to see, I want to have all the main 6 families get together, like their parents included.
Isn't Fluttershy?
It's a weird reference, but
Isn't there a rumor?
The orphan.
Yeah, I believe there are some part of families of the main 6 we haven't seen yet, and it is rather interesting to see what kind of upbringing they all had and such, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but isn't it rumored that Fluttershy's brother is meant to be coming in apparently?
Oh, yeah, it's not a rumor. It's season 6.
Oh wait, so it's official?
That is also
I honestly thought that's what Brotherhood would be, but turns out
I thought it was too,
something different.
but I think one of the cons or whatever, the staff said that it would be season 6.
Yeah.
that, and also with the whole family bit, the one question that I know elude everyone's mind and such, whatever happened to Applejack's parents? That even drives me.
I want to know what
Big
happened
guy.
so badly.
Applejack
No,
is confirmed that they're
And
gone.
like the line of your Dreamwork song, she's like, "Oh, Mom, Pop would have been so proud of you."
I know, like,
that's
what's
what
that
I'm
supposed to
saying.
mean?
It's like
They're dead. They're dead.
I think they
Does that confirm that they're dead?
It's like it make it seem like they died, but it's kind of like the whole seriously.
They just confirmed that, and now
Would
we need to
have
know
been
more.
as opposed to will be. If they were still alive, she should have said will be, but she said would have. At least, unless my grammar's off.
But it's still interesting because then we get to know more about the main 6 we never knew about, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be cute to have another Philly episode. Backstories.
I
love
also think
backstories.
they need a stronger backstory to Starlight because I'm not feeling Starlight right now.
I know. She was kind of neat in the first one, but I don't like they forgave her. That
She
wasn't
need-
good.
Yeah, you shouldn't forgive her right away. I mean, she kind of, enslaved a town. No.
That is true. Yeah, what you call it? Shit, what's it called?
I don't know.
Yeah, her reformation, I guess. I don't know. I did feel like it was a little bit fast paced. But then again, I mean, it's Friendship is Magic. What do you expect? It's for little kids. You know, everything's gonna be moved fairly quickly, so I wouldn't expect anything amazing.
It's not exactly an adult
Why
TV
can't they
show.
just kill her? I mean,
That's rude.
You're asking that from a little kid's TV show.
again, Sombra died, and why reform her unless they have some purpose for her? I'm going to wait till season 6 to see what they do with her, but for now, I'm just not really a fan.
I'm interested to see where it goes, but yeah, I'm pretty much open for anything, more or less. You know, I'm not getting my hopes high. I'm not saying, okay, I want this, 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 and this to happen. I'm just like, okay, just bring me whatever you have. You know, so I'm just like, okay, you know, I'm open-minded and just see what happens from there.
Yeah, I agree. I just need like somewhat of a stronger backstory or something. Because
Who else is excited for the new princess or prince?
Yes.
I'm interested, yeah.
Shining
Shining Arm and Kate. It's a girl.
Hope
I
it's
want it to be
Skyla.
Nerf
Probably
Pony.
gonna
I want
be
it to be
a girl.
Nerf
Yeah,
Pony.
it's definitely a girl. Even if they didn't give like sort of hints, I think you would assume it was a girl anyway.
You can
Yeah.
just tell.
I
Kind
just
of fits the audience.
I don't care if it's here.
Because, like, it's for merchandise, for goodness sake, you know?
Yeah.
By the time when the baby's born, for Cadence and Shining Armor, they're definitely going to want girls, and then the little girls are going to want the toys and the castle with it,
And they're gonna want a little princess, not a little prince.
Exactly. They're not
Yeah.
gonna care about
That
the
would be
prince.
adorable, though.
It would be so cute.
It's sad to say, though, the fact that they wouldn't care much about a prince, but yet they're more interested in the princess.
Well, guys, remember, My Little Pony was originally targeted for girls only. It was kind of like marketed
Still
for little
is,
girls.
Yeah.
I don't think us bronies are buying enough merchandise.
Well, it's kind of like the whole.
Let's go raid all the Toys R Us.
Well,
No, thank you. I'm good. I got better things I can spend my money on.
yeah, well, because when you think about it, the bronies were kind of like an unexpected audience for Hasbro, which I would have thought by now they would have taken advantage of that and actually
Right.
more.
But at the same time, they don't want to mess with the formula too much. I mean, they want to keep doing what they were by accident.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, like, I wouldn't ask them to change too much, but it's like, you know, just add a little more adventure or something like that, or kind of like what you guys were saying earlier about like the little baby being a prince or something. Like why not go with something like that? You know, like why not actually have a first prince of Equestria?
It would be interesting. I won't deny. Prince would be more interesting to me, but most likely will be a princess.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying it's not like we need to have a big change for the bronies, but you know, like just a little something here and there for them to enjoy. You know, something to spice up the formula.
That was an interesting, well, not really rant, but...
No, I welcome it. Like, go for it.
Yeah.
Dusk is here, guys.
Yay!
Rainbow Dash.
Dusk, who plays Rainbow Dash.
Yay!
Yes.
Very awesome.
Dash, you rock!
Nice.
Yeah. I'm slowly dying. Fine. There's so many comments I can't even keep up.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep track of the chat as well.
Yeah.
Where did you
No,
go?
don't worry, I'm helping you out with the chat. Like, apparently there's a lot of people talking about Bobby and even earlier from Attack on Titan, and now it's just crazy randomness.
And some people were talking about Markiplier just a moment ago as well.
Yeah, there was a lot of Markiplier and Marky Moo. Oh, we got a question here saying, do you like Ellie Monty?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, she's pretty good.
You guys are
very
probably gonna go like, what the hell? But I don't even know who Ellie Monty is.
You
You
know?
do not know who she is.
I don't get out much.
Oh,
Yeah. The girl who does like
Did someone
most
send a link to
voices.
her channel?
Just go.
Just
Go
search
find
Island Monster. You'll find her.
Yeah.
Or at least one of her channels.
She does
She's
a lot of
like-
songs.
She's like one of the biggest people in the Brony fandom, because like, okay, she does quite a few covers, but she also voice acts in quite a few things. Her main role is Octavia in the fandom.
Okay, yeah.
She also did Button Mash's mom in Button Mash's Adventure.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I was just about to say that explained much because a lot of stuff I watch on YouTube, it's more like video games and Let's Players and everything, so it's
Yeah.
She
that,
does.
and
Yeah,
yeah,
even, like very independent stuff.
yeah, and like even though I am in the My Little Pony fandom and such, like I try to watch where I walk in the fandom because like there's been times where I have heard crazy shenanigans going on in the fandom, and it's like,
Oh yeah, be careful.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
There's always shenanigans in every fandom. I mean, let's admit it.
I know. That's why I kind of gave up a little bit on anime, but at the same time, I still watch it just for the fun of it.
I think as long as you enjoy the content, then that's fine. You don't exactly have to be in the fandom in order to, like, you know, enjoy all the content. It's just that a lot of people, because a lot of the fandom are really, like, they're online a lot of the time. Of course, they get involved in or see all the fan-made content as well. Yeah.
That's been a bigger strong to actually be part of the fandom has been the fan-made stuff. That's what's.
Yeah, I like all the darker.
It's like I enjoy the show, but that's what makes it more wanting to be. Like if I just watch a show, I would never go to a convention.
Yeah.
But,
I can agree with that.
Yeah, because that actually is usually my reason for why I got into the My Little Pony, because I have had people telling me, oh, why are you watching that show? It's so girly.
It's amazing.
And I'm like, I like it because it's got a nice story, got good humor, it's got really nice characters.
Oh yeah, like the story a lot of the time is, quite nice, and there's some nice character development as well.
And really hilarious characters such as Discord. Like, oh come on, I cannot get enough of Discord.
There was only one episode with Discord that disappointed me, and that was What About Discord?
I didn't like the episode. It was like the inside joke. It didn't just keep Twilight out of it. It kept the whole audience out of it.
I didn't really understand it that much. I was like, what happened?
It was a little bit of a dick.
Yeah.
Well, no, actually, it's more like when Discord got a little bit crazy jealous because Fluttershy have a new friend and everything. It's like, I think that's just part of the character because when you think about it, Discord's only friend really is Fluttershy, so...
Yeah, that's understandable, and I loved that episode.
Well, the whole friend thing.
Yeah, so it's like when you think about it, it's kind of like Discord mindset, as chaotic as it is, like, it could probably still be in a sense of it like a child or something, because, like,
definitely.
He has something he treasures, and by seeing his one treasure being somewhere else and not being with him or something like that, or him being in his Fluttershy's eyes, it's kind of like...
I want to see more backstory of how Discord came to be, like, how his character came to be.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Was he always there? Was he created? Was he born?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Is Celestia anyone?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. It would be really interesting to see how Discord interacted with Celestia and Luna before all the crazy happened.
Well, did they meet him after he was king and the flashback the first time they actually met him?
No, I think it was before.
Or did they know him before?
See,
They were adults, but they didn't seem like, oh, hi, old friend. They seemed more like, we shall liberate our people.
for Cora.
Yeah, I'd say they met before.
Sorry, question from Corazon. Who would you like to see make a guest voice in MLP?
Making what?
What?
Make a guest voice, like, you know how we've had Weird Al before?
Oh.
I don't know. I'm just open for anything, more or less.
Oh, no, not. Wow, Donald Trump really, no, heck no. I wouldn't mind to see Weird Al again, but also I do love the rumor of potentially. I like the rumor potentially of William Shatner.
What are we talking about? I totally dirt.
Guest stars.
Oh, right, guest stars. Okay, sorry.
I have hearing issues, so it's like I can't hear some of the time.
Oh my god, Donald Trump as a guest star? No thanks.
No, Donald Trump as a guest star? No.
I don't care
Jesus,
who
no.
voices them as long as I do it well. That's all.
No. Let me put it this way: if Donald Trump ever wanted to be a guest star for anything, I am going out of the room, going nope.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Exactly.
I don't know who I'd want to guest star.
I can't think of anyone right now.
People brought up Idina when she was Elsa.
Lena Hall or Lena Hall was really, she was a really nice guest star.
Kristen Chenoweth. She's actually going to do that, so that's awesome.
Really?
Wait, who?
She's in the movie, Kristen Chenoweth. So, yeah!
Oh, that's awesome.
And I'm just still reading the comments. Like, a lot of craziness
there's
of
so
Donald
many.
Trump and the fact that Ashley cried.
My bad. Sorry.
Oh, this is fun. This is so much fun.
I don't know who should guest star, because, like, I said, like, David Tennant as Doctor Who's would be great, but, like, they already did a Doctor Who's voice, so that ship has sailed.
I think Carol King should come in as the voice of Vinyl, which would be awesome.
Yes.
I kind of like how Vinyl's mute, though.
If she did that, she couldn't be in fan projects.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if she opened her mouth and it wasn't like no whacking, people would go so crazy.
Precisely.
Oh, no.
I think that's why they did it. I think that's why they made her mute. Because there was no real winning.
I mean, it's pretty cool though. I like it.
Oh, we got a very interesting question here. How do you guys came across the show?
Oh.
I watched it with my
Oh, okay. I remember
Sorry.
one of my friends was like freaking out to me about it, and like at the time, like, I'm still like really into dragons, and she said that there was a dragon in it. So Spike was my reason for joining the fandom, and he still is one of my favorite characters.
He's your favorite character?
Yeah, in a way.
I don't like Spike.
I know. Everyone's gonna hate me now because I
I
like
love
Spike.
Spike. He just has an actual character.
Spike
I
is
feel
a
like
character.
I feel like Spike
potential.
doesn't get. Yeah, I know. I feel like Spike doesn't get as much credit that he has, cause like.
I know, like, out of all the abuse that he gets, like, come on.
The problem is his only purpose is helping Twilight. He has no real goals behind being.
He needs character development.
I know.
He
He's
really does.
Twilight's helper, and that's all. And the show's not giving him a character development.
Yeah, he's constantly like, well, not necessarily being picked on, but yeah, he's really looked down upon, and I can see that he could have potential if the writers actually, really expanded his character, but they're deciding to keep it just because of the comedy.
They go back and forth. I mean, one episode will actually be useful or be a little more, and then they'll go backwards.
It's like whenever he gets his own episode, he seems to be like really selfish and stuff.
Yeah. Either that, or he has a tough break.
Yeah, yeah. And actually, funny thing, I think I remember hearing in some form of interview that they don't really plan on giving Spike any more, like, of a role than he's already in, so that's kind of really disappointing.
He don't
Like, come
know
on,
what
Hasbro.
they want from him.
Wait,
They
what
just-
was that? I didn't quite hear it.
Well, no, I was saying on the whole, like, from what I've heard from an interview some time ago and everything, because someone has actually asked, like, the actual creators of My Little Pony if Spike ever going to get a bigger role than what he has now.
Yeah.
And they actually said that they don't really plan on expanding his role because of, like, I don't remember what kind of bullshit it was, but it was like the whole, they wanted to focus on the main stick, and Spike was supposed to be just a comedic character on the sideline, and I'm just like, that's freaking bull. It's like, The guy he's gone through so much craziness and stuff, so come on, give him a break. Like, actually expand his role a little bit.
Yeah.
I can understand why they want to focus on the main 6, but the thing is, sometimes the other characters deserve a time to shine as well.
Yeah,
and Spike kind of desperately needs it at this point. I mean, because like his episodes are seriously going downhill. Like his episode in season 1 and 2, they were actually pretty decent. They were pretty good episodes.
Yeah.
Then in season 3, I don't remember if he had an episode there to be honest, but since season 4,
Can I get your service?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh god. Don't get. Yeah.
I actually like that one.
Yeah, and actually, given the fact how the last season, like, there are some really good moments in the last season, but given the fact how one of my top favorite ponies, Princess Luna, haven't been really shown in a good light, because at first, that episode where she was dealing with the cannabis and everything, at first I thought it was a really good one, because it was kind of like the whole showing that even though she is struggling and such, she could still get help and everything. But then I've been reading reviews and such, and they brought up a lot of good points, and I'm like, you know what? Hasbro is such an ass to those who got disabilities. And I don't know, I had those. I have disability. I pretty much kind of go to the similar idea of Princess Luna, which is why she's my favorite pony. And such. I can see myself in her, and the fact that Hasbro took that and made it into a joke that could be slapped on, that could be fixed with just a hug or something like that, it's like, that's not how these problems work. It's like they run way deep, and like to me, I love the fact that they tried and everything. They really did. But come on, Hasbro, you could do better than that.
Yeah. I mean, personally, like, I know that a lot of people got a little bit emotional with Luna's sort of scene, like, towards the end. But the thing is, though, I didn't necessarily feel that, and I feel really bad about it, because I know that there was a lot of potential in that scene. Like, I know that there was emotions flying, because of Luna, and obviously what Twilight was saying in that scene, and yada, yada, yada. I don't know.
I got a little bit emotional too, but then at the end where it's like she just suddenly forgave herself and all became hunky-dory, I was like, what?
Yeah, but you can also blame, like, time schedules and stuff. You can't have, like, a 15-minute just scene where Princess Luna is trying desperately to forgive herself.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's more like, instead of closing it off with, like, everything's hunky-dory, it's like, why not just show the starting process of the healing? Like, okay, she forgave herself just enough to defeat the cannabis, but still kind of, like, coping with it. It's like, kind of like show she is healing, but it's going to take a while to heal.
Yeah.
Not just like, I forgive myself and I'm suddenly 100% better again.
I mean, they can feel really good. You can feel really good, like, in the moment, and then, like, later on, it'll, like, weigh down on you again.
Yeah, I was gonna say, they may show more of that in future seasons.
I hope so. I hope so, because pretty much as far as I know, unless they do that, then I'm pretty much seeing that episode as kind of like a joke.
I want some of Celestia's input in that.
Celestia barely got any, she barely had any moments in season 5. That's what I noticed.
Yeah,
she didn't even have a defeat. She didn't exist.
In fact, I think she's only had like 2 or 3 lines in the entire season. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, isn't that way less than what she usually had during the first couple of seasons?
Well, season 1, she was in almost every episode, and then at this point, it's just.
Yeah.
It really died down.
I want to see an episode that's only Princess Celestia.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
But what would they do on it? That's what I'm curious about.
Just like she goes through a lot more than you think. Being the leader of Equestria. What if she was taking on so much?
Yeah,
probably.
But also, like, why not we see some of the downtime she done too? Like, she can't just be doing paperwork all day.
The only problem is, though, like, she seems like the princess that's perfect. That's the only problem. But then again, I mean, they could do something like with Luna. They could do the same thing for Celestia. Because bear in mind, in Slice of Life, they showed, like, Luna and Celestia sort of bickering at each other that they didn't bring the gifts for Cranky and Matilda. So
I want to see more of that. Oh my gosh.
Maybe they'll do something like that in the future. Who knows?
I was like, literally, best part ever of Princess Celestia and Princess Luna.
I have a younger sister myself as well, and that's like exactly what we go
There needs to be more sister love. There needs to be more sister love.
Slice of Life was just a really amazing episode, in my opinion.
Yeah. And I don't care what people say about Slice of Life being a bad episode. I dubbed it as a good episode, because it actually brings attention to all the background ponies.
To be honest, before the episode was released, I was actually really concerned because, like, first of all, I wasn't sure whether it was truth or rumors or whatever at first, but when I found that it was actually official, I was like, okay, this is either going to go really bad or really good. It's going to be one of the... there's no middle.
And that's exactly what the fandom has, like, reacted about. Like, it's both good and it's bad.
I didn't see anything bad about it, to be honest.
Well, just for the quality of the episode in general, like jumping around from place to place, you know, it doesn't have a direct story, but it doesn't have to have a direct story.
Yeah,
that was actually something I was afraid of, because like I was afraid that it was just gonna jump from one story to another and have no connection whatsoever. That's what I was thinking was gonna happen. But I was really glad that they all connected, like at the end, in some sort of way. And I especially like the speech from Mayor Mare. Like, that was a really nice one, too.
Yeah.
Also, that changeling towards the end?
It was so cute.
Yeah,
I know.
I also love that. I love how pretty much only the group of the baby pony like reacted to it, but everyone else is like, oh, like, we didn't even see there's a changeling over here. Like, how did they sneak in?
Maybe it's a younger changeling.
It makes sense to me. There's lots of duplicate background ponies.
Yeah.
It's not animation errors. It's a secret.
It's changeling.
Changelings.
Yeah.
Ice Gaze has a changeling.
What was that?
Ice Gaze. Well, she's muted, but she had a changeling because I went on a stream with her and there was 2 of her. So she has a changeling.
Yeah.
That's a thing that happened.
Oh, changelings.
Oh, changelings.
Yeah. I think I'd be curious about the changeling part. Like, I know we had a big crazy episode with Canterlot winning with the changeling, and then just one little small appearance in Slice of Life, and then a minor appearance in the finale of the latest season. But it's like, I wonder if we're ever gonna see more about the changeling and such. You know, like.
I don't think so, to be honest. I don't think we will.
I prefer it if we don't, because probably need enough of a reformation.
Yeah. I doubt it, because like not every villain can be reformed. That's the thing. You know, there's only there's only a certain amount.
Discord is one of those characters. Like, he's not fully reformed. He's just to a point where he can be kind.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I don't think the other villains will be able to be reformed that easily. I mean, Chrysalis, I don't see that happening.
No,
She can't be reformed. It's impossible. She literally, what she was doing was feeding her country. Or her
hear me out, okay? Like, let's put it this way. We all kind of got like a bit of a backstory about the villains or something like that, or something related to them, but yet we know nothing of Chrysalis. So it's kind of like if we got to see like even just a small amount of backstory about the Chrysalis and such, like...
That's true, yeah.
We know all we need to know. She's the queen of a country, or a kingdom, or a hive that feeds off of love. So she would go to the source of best food, and then feed her kingdom, which would also kill the ponies. So.
Yeah,
but it also got me thinking of the whole, okay, before the Canterlot wedding, how did they live and such, because... The army that Chrysalis had, it's very huge, so obviously they gotta be living some form of a good life before they found Canterlot and was like, okay, this is the place we got to storm for food, let's do this.
They were getting off another country, but they ran out of resources because it seems to be killing them, as by the line in the finale of them barely speaking their lives, I'm assuming it kills ponies or other creatures eventually. So eventually they would have to move on to a better source.
But the thing is, though, not every villain has a backstory. I mean, it's not just Chrysalis. I mean, Discord doesn't have a backstory yet, which hopefully we will anyway.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. It's like next season, like season 6 or something, maybe we'll learn more about the villains or something. You know, like actually
Maybe.
understand what the whole My Little Pony universe is like, aside from Equestria itself. I mean, like, what about all those other like countries we also heard about, like Saddle Arabia? And everything.
The problem with the countries is they're all shown as being so weak and stupid in comparison to Equestria. We need a country that can stand with Equestria and not be like, oh, it's the fighting yaks, they're dumb and mean, or it's that country, they're worthless, Equestria's better.
But hey, at least we managed to expand like the whole world, because like in the last season we definitely did see a lot more land in Equestria, which was quite nice.
We did, but any other species that wasn't ponies was shown to be dumb and arguing and.
Or the fact that the one thing that actually baffled me when like was it the ponies with the horses from the Saddle Arabia? Because I remember there was two horses that was right by Celestia, and technically they had more the structure of an actual horse and not the ponies. But yet Celestia is bigger than them, so it baffled me. Like I don't know. Like that's the other thing I really don't like what Hasbro do with the stuff. It's like they try to make the background ponies kind of dumb and everything. When it's like they're not really dumb. It's more like. It's just kind of like, oh, they just adjust the personality to what the episode needs. Like, suddenly they are very brilliant, or suddenly they're very, very dumb to the point they can't tell the difference between one thing and a block of cheese. I don't know. I don't know. It's weird.
It's always just plot convenience. That's really the only thing. But then again, sometimes the characters are just generally like that. But it really depends.
Yeah. And like the series itself, it's trying to expand itself beyond Equestria. So going back to like what happened with the changelings and like again other villains, like they could have taken over previous kingdoms that are gone now. Like that's the reason why they were never mentioned could have been that they were already overtaken somehow.
That could be potential, especially now, considering the season finale is season 5. I mean, they had war, for goodness sake.
Yeah.
And nobody even expected to see that in the actual show itself, except for fan fiction. So, they should be able to do that.
Yeah, although it was kind of funny.
I'm just waiting for a civil war for Equestria, honestly. I mean, Ponyville's the only town where all 3 species live in peace. And even that is strongly dominated by Earth ponies, like unicorn magic during winter wrap up. No way. I'm assuming that other cities would be even worse when it comes to other tribes. So
I guess so, but that really depends. I mean, Ponyville is obviously like that's where a lot of the ponies end up living in. But then again, there are still other sort of what's the best way to say it? Species, I suppose. I don't know. Of ponies.
Yeah, you gotta be aware though. Ponyville was started by Earth ponies.
Yes, but the line Sweetieville says in the Fight to the Finish, she says specifically, Ponyville is special because we have unicorns, Pegasi, and Earth ponies living together in friendship.
I think it's because of the fact that I'm thinking back in the past and everything, like. Yes, it was dominated by Earth Pony because they're the one that created it. But over time, you know, they created friendship with the Pegasi and the unicorn, and eventually it became like that one kind of town where, like, all the races of the ponies can live in harmony and everything. Yeah. So.
But then what about the other towns? Are there other towns?
I mean,
what happens if you're a Earth Pony in Camelot? You can't do magic. I have a feeling that it's not.
I suppose either they just, like, let's say when it's winter wrap-up or something like that, I suppose they just sort of stay out of it in a way. I don't know. But then again, like I think I don't know if Canterlot ponies would be like a lot more open about the other species, but who knows? I mean, some of them are just stuck up, like those two ponies that Rarity met up with in what was it?
Manhattan?
No, not in Manhattan.
Or no.
But it was when Rarity came to Canterlot for the first technically to watch the first time and everything. Where
Sassy Saddles?
No, not Sassy Saddles. It was when she was staying in the castle and
and the first
Jet Set
right.
and she came across two fancy pants at one point. So
right.
yeah, like those ponies that she first met up with, they were just so stuck up and just ugh.
Tribalism is a thing in Equestria.
I have a feeling that racism can be like a big thing in Equestria, and if it is ever taught, like it would probably have to be a very mild discussion.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's more of the fact that Hasbro have been trying to incorporate a lot of these things into the My Little Pony, but since one is friendship is magic and two is supposed to be targeted for kids, like they're trying to do it more of a lighthearted tone, so it's kind of like Canterlot. Yeah, it's kind of filled with stuck-up snobs and everything.
I mean, they did it with Death and Tanks for the Memories. So
oh
they
my
pulled it off pretty well in that.
There was Sephora too.
Oh my god!
Racism.
Let's put it this way: that episode, I bawled my eyes out to the point I was like, oh, grab a tissue, blow my nose out, like I need a bowl of ice cream now.
I thought nothing.
Wait,
it wasn't that. It was hibernation. Rainbow Dash was overreacting. There are some characters who probably, like Applejack, experienced real death, and then we got Rainbow Dash crying because she's losing a pet for 3 months at the most.
I can't blame Rainbow Dash though.
Yeah.
Cause like I got emotional when I saw that episode as well. I thought I was going crazy at first when I got emotional, but I found out that everybody else was feeling that way, and I was like, okay, so I'm not the only one then.
I mean, like if you even saw though that bunnies hibernated, so I was kind of thinking like, what about Fluttershy and Angel?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like I'm sure at some point Fluttershy's gonna get upset too, cause.
Or maybe she already has gotten upset and just realizes it now.
Yeah.
It's temporary. It's just 34 months. She'll be fine.
Yeah, but with Rainbow Dash, I mean, obviously she's attached to Tank, and she's not exactly that. Well, I wouldn't say that familiar with the topic of hibernation, but saying goodbye in general is hard enough, even if it's temporary. So
yeah, she just went like it was too far for me.
You gotta understand as well, this was her first winter with Tank, so she didn't know that he would have to go hibernate.
Yeah.
But to the point of going into the weather factory, everything, stop my work, that kind of went a little too far.
Right.
Yeah, okay, I can agree with that, yeah.
Can I actually say something of interest, actually? Because I actually grew up having pets and everything.
Yeah.
Well, granted, I still got my cat that rather scratched me up now, but I have experienced like the subject of the pet dying on me a couple of times, and that's why it was more of an emotional attachment to me, because it's kind of like the whole, when I was younger and I had a hamster before, my hamster, I didn't know any better and such, so it was like, my hamster was a little sluggish, so I thought, okay, maybe he was just tired and I was being stupid and kept him awake. So it was like trying to feed him peanuts. He just didn't do anything, and it pretty much took me a while. But I put 2 and 2 together that he literally died right in front of me. And such.
Ouch.
Yeah, like that, and also with my 2 cats, like within 1 year, we had to put both of them down, not even 6 months apart. So it's like,
Gee, sorry to hear that.
I've had the same thing happen. That's why I didn't feel bad for her, because I've lost stuff. And hibernation in comparison is not big enough for me to really.
Yeah, like the way they addressed the episode, like it was kind of obvious they were focusing more on the aspect of death, but since it's also they gotta keep in mind about the little kids, they were trying to use the excuse of hibernation to soften the blow. So it's like that's why I'm saying, that's why I was kind of bawling my eyes out, because I know the pain that Rainbow Dash was going through, and it's like, Tank was her first pet. Well, is the first pet till he came back. But it's like Tank is her first pet, and usually losing your first is always the hardest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like when we had to put down the first cat and such, oh my god, I bawled my eyes out. I practically refused to eat for a few days. It was to the point that friends and family had to try to force me to eat just because I was that upset.
Jeez.
Yeah, I mean, I'm used to it now and such because I kind of accepted the term of death and such, and that's a natural occurrence. But back then, I didn't know it, but I just got too emotionally attached to, like, the ones I care about, and again, that's how I associate with the episode.
Yeah.
That kind of reminds me, I mean, my pet's not dead or anything, but, like, I have a cat that my dad's taking care of, and he's been taking care of him since I was, like, 8 years old or something. But, there are times, like, when I go to see my dad, and I see my cat, and he's getting pretty old now, but, like, I see that he's pulling his weight up, like, when he's trying to climb onto the couch. He doesn't jump like he used to. And honestly, it really kills me whenever I see that, because I know that someday in the future, you know, he's not going to be around anymore. And oh, man, it always makes me tear up.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Yeah. Which, again, I think that was the reason why Hasbro did the whole addressing the aspect of death and how far someone is willing to go just to try to keep their pet alive, or to even keep their loved ones alive. But at some point, like, it's just something you're just going to have to learn to accept.
Yeah.
Which, in this case, for Rainbow Dash, it would be the whole hibernation, which is overall still understandable, because technically speaking, with hibernation, yeah, they go into a deep sleep, but since it's going to be Rainbow Dash first winter, like being so attached to Tank before, and then suddenly she had to let go of that just for the sake of winter. Still hard for her, like, to her, in a way, that is kind of like death. Even though he does come back from hibernation.
Although, speaking about Tank, I just started thinking that in the episode with Luna, I honestly was shocked to see Tank was back, and I was just like, oh, okay, hi there. I actually thought they were going to make an episode when he actually comes back after his hibernation or something, but
you know My Little Pony, they can go from one time frame to the next within an episode.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, there was like Christmas, then we had Halloween.
I know.
Like, oh, whatever.
I think they just did that for sake of the Halloween episode being nearby Halloween. And I think it actually was on Halloween. Yeah.
Yeah, it was on Halloween. That's the only reason why they did it. Otherwise, they would have done it in order. Well, yeah, you know what I mean.
Did they just switch up those two episodes, or did they delay it?
They did switch it up.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to remember what day the Halloween one came up, because one trend I do notice with these films a lot is that when there's a special holiday coming up, they do try to match the episode to make it fit and everything, so like I kind of noticed that trend.
Yeah.
Which I'm not blaming them for that. Like, it's kind of fun that way, because like you're in the mood of that holiday, you see an episode about that holiday and such, and it's like,
oh yeah.
Yeah, it was Discovery Family who did that. It wasn't necessarily DHX or whatever.
I have to say, we really went on a tangent with all these episodes.
Yes, you did.
Well, let's put it this way. It's like, My Little Pony, yeah, overall they have gotten better over time, but it's like they still give us a lot to talk about with the whole, okay, what is Hasbro doing now?
Oh my god, Matthew Swift has said it on the chat. Next for MLP, St. Paddy's Day.
I know, I was just thinking of that. Yay. Oh, wait. Best
That'd
idea.
be hilarious.
Yeah, and best idea about that? Pinkie Pie tried to throw a birthday celebration badge for that holiday. Because the one thing I noticed with that kind of holiday is that, like, with St. Patrick's Day, it's like everyone is so cheerful, like everyone have a party. So I could just imagine Pinkie Pie going crazy.
It could be, yeah. And plus you can have the whole like pot of gold and the whole rainbow thing. The only problem is you can't have a leprechaun because there's no humans in it.
What if
Well,
there
no,
were
they can have a leprechaun. It's a leprechaun.
Yeah.
I know there are like shorter, like actual pony horses that are bred to be that way. So what if, like, in a way, she went out to find like that horse in Equestria?
Could be.
Just to see if it, like, as if it was a legend, just to see if it was true.
Or they could do an actual leprechaun and have Lyra.
Need a pun.
Like she goes out to, because like she may be mistaken as this pony's birthday, so she tries to go out and find it to throw it a birthday party.
Oh my god.
That would be adorable.
Yeah. I'm trying to think, like, what other things, like, what other festivities could be included in MLP?
Easter.
Oh, yeah!
Some sort of Independence Day, like Independence Day from Discord. We got Summer Sun celebration, but
yeah, Easter will be an interesting.
That's definitely saying the same thing we were just saying.
What if there was a night celebration?
Oh, like a winter solstice.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Ooh, that'd be nice.
Or if Luna just maybe they should redo a third Nightmare Night having Luna's part in it. That'd be neat too.
Yeah, like have like a celebratory, like Luna raising the moon just for Nightmare Night.
That would be interesting.
It's be a new tradition.
Guys, did you see in the chat? Goody said they're after my Lyra charms.
wait, what?
He said they're after my Lyra charms. Oh, like Lucky Charms.
Oh my god! Actually, speaking of Lucky Charms, have you seen a remix of that song? Hold on a minute.
No.
A remix of Lucky Charms? What?
Wait. I'll find it because I have it in my likes somewhere. But it's really catchy.
Oh, dude.
Oh boy. And there's one thing I know about me and catchy music. If I dance to it, I'm gonna have it stuck in my head for a while.
Oh god. You can blame me afterwards.
Yeah, Ash, I already blamed you for that other one that you sent me.
Oh yeah,
the Open Your Heart one that had the same tone as at that one song from the Princess and the Frog.
There you go, I've sent it.
Yay.
Don't spoil things, guys. Shh. It's a secret. In the chat, you heard nothing. Nothing happened. Okay.
There's no special music.
You just dirt.
No, I don't know.
Marshmallows are made of ponies.
How about this? We all pretty much shut our mouth about it. Just move on.
My goodness.
And, oh god, Matthew, really? News from Hasbro. Pony charm.
Oh no.
But marshmallows are all horses.
This is starting to turn into a dark fic, guys.
No, like each marshmallow is like the cutie marks.
Oh, that'd be kind of, yeah.
I think that would be interesting. What each pony would those little marshmallow thing, what each one would look like as a pony. Although the horseshoe one would rather be really hilarious.
And Matthew Swift has asked, what are your thoughts on the friendship games?
Oh my god. I thought it was okay.
I personally think it was the best movie Rainbow Rocks may top it, but just, I don't know. I guess it was kind of like the lack of ponies was an issue, but I mean it's an Equestria Girls movie, not exactly a My Little Pony like Equestria movie.
Yeah, I guess, but I think I like Rainbow Rocks the best because like the villains were great and like it was in the theater, so you could do kind of a bigger thing with it. Whereas if you keep it to TV, you have to make it smaller size.
Actually, I actually watched the movie on my laptop, so.
Same.
I watched it, and literally 5 seconds later, I was already making voice reels.
I don't know. For some reason, like the friendship games. I mean, it was a good film and all, but there was just something about it that it lacked potential in comparison to Rainbow Rock.
I picked that up. Like
They were like trying to redo the first one with Twilight.
Yeah. Although I will admit, that scene with Twilight and Sunset, like the fight sequence, that was, even though it was like recreation, it still was really cool, and I especially love that scene where like all the background's white and Sunset's all like, well, I think you know what I'm on about, but yeah.
Yeah, that was the best part of the movie, I think.
I'm
was when
shifting
she turned
so
into
hard
a
now.
pig.
that was actually funny thing on my end, because even though like it was lacking potential, because to me it felt like it could have been more and everything, other than the typical principal blackmailing the students and everything.
Yeah, that was a huge risk, like having to do the recreation of the villain.
I think they should have focused more on the new people, because I was so excited to meet like Sugarcoat and Sour Sweet and like all those other people. I was so excited to meet them. And then like
Sugarcoat was like a really good character.
she's the best, but she only showed up for like a little bit, and then that was it. And I was like, okay.
Yes, that's what I'm disappointed. I want more Shadow Bolts.
Yeah.
The movie didn't give me it. The fandom's not giving me it. I'm going crazy.
I want to see like how they came to be. Like, did they have struggles in friendship like before? Like, did they used to all be friends, but then maybe a new principal came in, like Principal Cinch, and just changed up everything?
I thought that Twilight.
Twilight
should have gone back to Crystal Prep, and she should have been like, we have such a shimmer. Now we should have Twilight being the friend who unites the Shadow Bolts into one.
I do agree.
That's what I wanted.
Yeah.
I do agree that I think she should have stayed in the school to sort of like sort the friendships out. But then again, she did say in the beginning that there was nothing left for her in that school. So
That's
I can.
It's kind of like that recreation of Twilight from the season 1, actually, but in this case, it's like they're taking the way of Twilight from season 1, where it's like all she wanted to do was focus on her study, and she didn't care about friends. And so the friendship thing comes. Yeah, so there was that.
Yeah. Matthew Swift asked in the chat, "Are you guys involved in any other fandoms other than My Little Pony?"
Yes.
Oh God.
Yes.
So many.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not exactly involved actively in other fandoms, but yeah, I'm definitely in quite a few things.
Yeah, I'm most active in this one.
Doctor Who, Supernatural, Sherlock, Gravity Falls.
Yes, Gravity
That's
Falls.
My main. Those are my main.
Undertale is my life right now.
Undertale is good.
Yeah.
At the moment,
don't get me wrong, like Undertale's good and such, but let's put it this way: if I were to actually play one game a lot and everything, for me, actually, it would be Don't Starve.
Oh right, a lot of people are talking about that at the moment.
Boo! But because the download content of Shipwreck had just recently been released, like sometime earlier last month, actually, around first week of December. And such, so it's like, that one, like, that I'm actually in the fandom. There are a few others, such as Pokemon, oh crap, I'm blanking out because there are too many fandoms I'm in. I'm not actively, like, really active in most of them, like, I just enjoy like the show and the video game just because I like it.
Same. The only, as I said, the only fandom that I'm really active in, more or less, is the MLP one. But I am really into some other shows. Like, I'm into Gravity Falls at the minute. I'm really into One Piece at the moment, and I'm also at the moment watching a lot of Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
Oh my God, my childhood.
Me and my boyfriend, we're trying to watch every single episode in existence. We're on season 4 at the moment.
So what's going on?
So there's 6 seasons altogether, but we're getting there.
Yeah.
It's just.
Oh, and by the way, I actually just saw a very interesting question over here as well. Like, had you played Five Nights at Freddy's?
No.
Yes, I have the game.
No.
I have the game.
I've watched people play it, but I haven't played it myself.
I don't get jump scared that easily, but when I play the game, it just gets all.
Yeah, like I actually watched.
It's different between watching the game and playing the game, because like it's just different, you know.
Oh yeah. Well,
I can
it's
imagine.
different when you watch video game, because like you can't really get the same experience as actually playing it. Although
I'd rather watch than play it.
yeah, cause I actually watch Markiplier play Five Nights at Freddy, and
Same.
actually since I was kind of new to the franchise at first and stuff, like every jump scare that happens, I'm accidentally smacking my computer in the form of trying to punch their face. It's like,
Oh my god.
it's like they pop up and I'm like, get away from me! Punch! Ow, that was my laptop again.
You're like, I don't want to die.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Hilarious.
Mm.
I'm trying to think, what other fans am I in at the moment?
Uh,
I was in the Warrior Cat fan for a while, but I've kind of dropped out of it now. I'm still voice acting for projects, but I've kind of dropped out of it because like the fandom's a bit too nuts for me.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, that almost got me thinking on the whole whether dropping out on Steven Universe fandom, because I mean, don't get me wrong, the show was nice, it's very cutesy and such, a little bit different than what I usually watch, because I'm more of a dark type of person, well, given with my choice of games and such, but it's kind of like, given how violent the fandom have gotten, actually, it's ridiculous. I mean, heck, a girl almost did suicide because of the way the fandom treated towards her, like, just because she just made Rose Quartz skinny. Like the artist just made the rose quartz skinny, and suddenly, the fandom went crazy and bullied her to the point she did attempted suicide.
Was that actually true though, or was that rumors?
And that was actually true, because not only did I found articles relating to it, but I've also saw her Tumblr and everything, like her Tumblr account, like she'd been posting her recovery, which then a lot of people are complaining on the fact like, oh, she's just seeking out attention, none of that is real, and I'm like, okay, I'm done. I'm done.
They always do that though. It's just absolutely stupid. Like how they say, they're just looking for attention. They say that for everything. They say that for not only that, but also, depression and all that sort of stuff. And it's like, guys, just shut the hell up, for goodness sake.
Yeah.
Like
when they go crazy with the depression part,
they do it for attention, but not everybody does it.
Yeah, and whenever they do that with the case of depressions, actually, it's like, can you do me a favor and either shut your mouth, or can I punch it out for you? Because
let's get some duct tape. That'll do the trick.
No. I'm only saying because I've actually have been diagnosed with depression by my doctors, actually, when I was really little, and I suffered from it all the time. So it's like, to me, when people use it as just an excuse to get away with things, it's like, you people really don't know what depression is about. You think it's just, we're just being crippled and such, and we need special attention, like, some of us, yes, because it can be it can get to the point of, like, really, really bad depression to the point of suicide.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like not every depression case is like that. It's like, I have a very mild case of it because I've been managing to control it and get over it with my art, actually. My art is my medication for my depression.
Well, that's good.
Like, yeah, so I pretty much get it all out on the art, and it's like, yeah, I still get episodes, but it's more the case of I'm just controlling it. Like, I'm not letting it get the best of me, and that's what a lot of people assume that these things are. Like, they just always assume that it's just us being boo-hoo, wah, give me attention, crazy.
No, that is definitely not the case. Like, in a way,
Well,
depression can be caused in many cases. A lot of times, like family abuse and just like getting hurt by the people closest to you. That's what I found is like a huge case or like a huge cause for depression. So. Yeah. Like, the only reason they act like that is because they never get it in the places that they are at most.
Like, it's not like I'm saying everyone uses it for an excuse. Like, I always believe there's a reason that's going on, but it's just like, sometimes it's like people try to overdo it. It's just like, I actually had an acquaintance in the past who, she got surgery or something related to the hospital, and next thing I know, she spent weeks not stop talking about it, and it's like, I was just at the point where I was like, oh my god, shut up, and everything. So it's like, it just to me like, yeah, it's alright to have these problems, and I'm not trashing on anyone with it, but it's like, pretty much don't use it as an excuse to get attention.
Yeah.
That's my biggest pet peeve with that. It's the whole using it as an excuse for attention.
Guys.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go.
Aww.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm gonna go offline, and then if you guys still want to talk after we're offline, like, go for it. But I have to go, okay?
Alright.
Okay, I'll see you all
Alright,
later.
so bye people in the chat, thank you for watching.
Thank you all
Thank
for
you guys
watching.
for tuning in.
Yep.
No
problem. And I'm sorry about the dork. Sorry about the dork.